Well, he is remembered as a brilliant researcher who helped change the medical landscape. Tonight, we're looking back at the career of Dr. Herbert Hauptman, who died yesterday at the age of 94. News 4 medical expert Dr. Peter Ostro is here with more on his legacy, and he was a good friend of yours.
Yes. You know, the Nobel Prize is given for outstanding contributions, but some are more outstanding than others. Herb Hauptman didn't do something like discover insulin or invent the transistor. Those were good. But what he did was develop a method that's now used by thousands of scientists to improve all our health. Today, we take for granted many things that didn't exist a few decades ago. One of them is our ability to see inside molecules, to understand how drugs work and to make them better.
We gain a deeper understanding of life processes, and we are therefore in a position where we can design drugs that will do precisely what we want them to do with a minimum of adverse side effects.
We have that ability thanks to his work. When Herb was a young mathematician, it was believed that we would never be able to do it.
And all I had to hear that here was a problem that no one could solve. For not only that, but it was even impossible to solve in principle. And once I heard that, then there was no letting it go.
Herb and a colleague at the Naval Research Lab in Bethesda solved that problem, and in 1985 they received the Nobel Prize. 15 years earlier, Herb had come to work at the Medical Foundation of Buffalo, now the Hauptman Woodward Institute.
Coming to Buffalo at that time in our lives, my wife and I were in our early 50s, was a difficult decision to make. But it turned out to be the best possible decision we could have made because in Buffalo I had been offered the kind of job which I loved doing. It's as simple as that.
He continued to improve those methods into his 90s.
There's no way that I can ever do all the things that I would like to do. Impossible. I could live to be 200 years old and I still wouldn't be able to do it. There's simply too many such things around. I'll keep going as long as I can.
And now that he's not here, his work will keep going because his methods are used all over the world. And he wasn't just a great scientist. He was a terrific human being and a great friend with a wonderful sense of humor. I was once preparing a talk, and I asked Herb if I could share some advice he had once given me. And he said, Did I give you advice? I didn't mean to.
What was the advice?
It was typical of him. It was a speech that I was making. You want to know what the advice was?
Yes, what was it?
He said, keep doing what you're doing, and which exactly typifies the way he lived his life. Keep doing what you're doing, and it was just a wonderful thing to hear from him.
An extraordinary life. I know you were a good friend of his. I met him a few times, and I know you've met people, too, that are so brilliant that you can't really carry on a conversation with them. He was not that way. He was outgoing, friendly, interested in other people, gregarious.
That's right. That's right. He especially loved to talk to children about what he did, and they actually understood him.
Great. He was a great man. Thank you so much, Doc.